Let's move on. The Hong Kong market edged higher in choppy trade today, but it's non-comparable to its mainland peers. The added just 0.2%. The China Enterprises Index of mainland companies listed in Hong Kong outperformed again, jumping 2%, following a strong lead from the mainland. On the flip side, energy, gaming and real estate stocks bore the brunt of losses in Hong Kong. Staying in Hong Kong, China's commercial property giant Wanda got its IPO roadshow going Monday in Hong Kong in preparation for its listing in just 10 days. My colleague Kathy Yan was at the roadshow earlier today, and she joins us now. Kathy, good to have you with us. Tell us more.
A busy final month of the year it's turning out to be, Junfeng, for all the last-minute mega IPO deals in the pipeline wanting to get listed here on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. And one of them in particular, China property giant Wanda, caught the investors' eye today when it mounted its roadshow. Of IPO roadshows again in Hong Kong. Not one, but two mainland companies, Beijing Automotive Motor and Wanda, made their separate pitches to potential investors in the same hotel. It's a bit of a crowd here as investors gather at the JW Marriott ballroom in Admiralty for the Wanda IPO roadshow. The Chinese property giant is preparing to raise 6 billion Hong Kong dollars this month, and company officials are betting that it can take on Disney and Six Flags, offering mainlanders a better time in its theme parks in China. Media attention was clearly focused on Wanda with its expanding global profile, built by Wang Jianlin, one of China's wealthiest. Mr. Wang showed up for a bit of a photo call with media before he was swiftly whisked away into a packed ballroom where the presentation was held. In attendance were representatives from global lenders HSBC to mainland-based Bank of Communications. One of those privy to what went on behind closed doors was Ronald Wan, Chief China Advisor of Asian Capital Holdings.
So far, the roadshow has not changed their perception of the company. I think whether they will invest in the company still depends on the overall market sentiment.
Are you fighting Katniss?
I will. Wanda a week ago grabbed global headlines when Mr. Wang said he wanted to buy a stake in Lionsgate Entertainment, the Hollywood film studio which makes the Hunger Games franchise. On the mainland, Wanda is hoping to take on Disney and Six Flags as it sets up more than a dozen amusement parks, going head-to-head with the planned big launches by Western rivals. Wanda's prospects, though, would depend largely on China's economic outlook, says Sam Chi-Yung of Delta Asia Securities.
If the PBOCs keep cutting down the interest rate as well as the reserve rate, that may benefit the whole Chinese property industry.
Wanda's fundraising plans, though, are firmly in place, adding yet to the already frenzied seasonal year-end rush of IPO listings. And in the latest development, Junfeng, Dalian has cut the size of its IPO by around a third. So that takes it down to 3.9 billion Hong Kong dollars. So the 6 billion Hong Kong that I mentioned earlier in the report has come down by a third. Reason for the cut? To lure investors worried about Dalian's huge debt. We're talking about $29 billion in both bond and loan debt that it had amassed over the past 10 years. Junfeng?
Right. And it's not just one that due to list this month, also big names. We're hearing CGN Power as well. How are these listings all stacking up? Which one is getting the most attention?
That's right. It's getting to be a bit of a laundry list, isn't it, of IPO listings this month. And Wanda is just one of the many to join an early, already long list of listed property companies in the market. And the most highly anticipated one, the one that packs a punch for its novelty value, Junfeng, belongs to the nuclear power industry. It's going to be the first of its kind to list here in Hong Kong, the biggest since China Everbright Bank listed here at around the same time last year. It is hoping to raise over $3.1 billion US in what will be the first pure nuclear power plant operator to list anywhere in the world since the listing of British Energy Group back in '96. And when I asked Sam Chi-Yung of Delta Asia which one he'd rather invest in, CGN Power or Wanda, he says CGN Power, because it's the only one of its kind in the market right now. Now, these IPO listings are likely to come just 1 week apart from each other, so it is likely to be a mad rush of positioning of money among investors. Back to you in Beijing.
Keeping you busy there, and Kathy, we look forward to more
Very
of your
much so.
follow-up stories from you. Thanks so much, Kathy, and for us in Hong Kong.